Hello everyone! So I thought I'd start off 2014 with a little cage tour for you all. There's a little popcorn from Lola as well. As I go around, talk about some of their Christmas presents that they got, tell you how they went down with the piggies. If you saw my Christmas haul video, then you're bound to recognise some of the things. And then I'm also going to mention a contest. And I'm not actually running this contest, it is by Carislittlepiggies, and the reason why I'm going to mention it is because one of the prizes is a custom order from Squeak Dreams. So I'm very excited about that, and I'll let you know a bit more about that in a minute. So let's get on with the cage tour. So firstly over here we just have their food bowl, Burgess XL pellets as you all know. They've got a pad to catch the drips from their water bottle. They've only got one water bottle at the moment, which I wouldn't really recommend for 3 piggies, and that's because I've had a problem with them leaking, and I think it's down to them being tilted, and that's because I've only got one of these attachments. I've lost the other one, so I've been kind of making a makeshift one and it's not been working, so I'm just this is a kind of temporary measure until I get some new water bottles for them. Then in the corner there we've got their I don't know what they're called, roll and snack or something. They generally ignore it unless I put some treats or vegetables in it. And then they've got one of the wooden arches. I'm not really sure what their proper name is. So they've got that there. They're really popular. They always love them. And then coming over to the middle here, we've got one of their tunnels. And this is a large size. Annie can easily fit through here. It stays up nicely. So that's there in the middle. And then underneath the ramp, they've got their oldest cuddle cup, which is just about still surviving. I'm sure you can see it's looking rather ragged around the edges. Someone has been having a nibble on it, which I highly suspect is Annie. And that was a bought one from Amazon, I think. And that's lasted quite a while. They still love it, even though it's looking a bit worse for wear these days, but I still use it. And then further underneath the ramp, they've just got a pad, and that is because this is one of the areas where they like to go to the toilet lots, so it's really handy to use pads in your cage, especially if you've got a fleece lined CNC cage, just for those areas where they're kind of going to poo and pee a lot. And then here they've got another one of the I don't know what they're called, I just call them wooden arches. So this one, well, both of them are a favourite of Sprite's. There she is. And also this one has a pad underneath as well because it's very much loved. They love hanging out underneath there, and of course that means they love going to the toilet. Don't you, piggies? So moving on round, we have this panel here which just holds up the upper level. I do want to kind of get some kind of pole or something to hold it up, but for now this is fine. It's not really blocking anything off anyway because they've got the litter tray behind there and they can easily get through either side. So anyway, they've got their bar and bell, which did feature in my Christmas haul video. It was one of their presents and they've not really used it at all. So that's just kind of little ornament in the cage for them, really. And then here they've got 2 more of their Christmas presents, and these are the carrot and cranberry slices, I think they were called. Despite appearances, they do really like these. They do come over and have a nibble on them. I think it's just getting to that stage where it's a bit difficult for them to get the stuff out the middle. Then over here they've got one of their loofah chews. I say one of it's their only one. I knew they wouldn't bother with this at all, and the only reason why I got it, I think it was a good 6 months or so ago now that I got it, was just as something to kind of look nice in their cage, for me more than anything. And then in this corner they have their large size hidey hut. This is very popular, they absolutely love it. There's always at least one of them in there, although there isn't now, but it's probably because I've been cleaning the cage out, and it's got the waterproof pad in there, so that's really handy. I can just take that out and wash it. And then moving on to the upstairs, there's the ramp. I often get questions about my ramp, how I made it. and it's really not anything too impressive. It's just basically a piece of Corex that I've scored and folded up the sides. As you can see, they don't really fold up properly. And then I glued a piece of carpet onto it, and then I just made these fleece covers to go over the sharp edges of the Corex, and that's all it was. And it's just cable tied to this at the top. It's not attached to the actual Corex itself. It used to be, but it broke, so it's just cable tied to this for now, which is a bit annoying because all the hay kind of trickles down and ends up in a big pile down there. But that's fine for now. So moving on to the rest of their upstairs. Here in this corner, another food bowl. Over here is another one of their presents. This was the carrot and coneflower roller, and as you can see, well, one of the strands has been nibbled off. They've also tried to get as much out of the middle as they can reach anyway, and they've also eaten lots of the outer covering of hay off it, so that one has definitely been enjoyed by the piggies. And then they have their carrot cottage and I thought this would be very, very popular, and it really has been. They always come up here and they've loved being in it. As you can see, the entrance is nibbled away all around here, and it's just parchment, so I think it's fine for them to eat basically, although they probably spit it out, to be honest. And then it's covered in hay, and then the roof is covered in carrot, dried bits of carrot. And Sprite is the only one that has discovered this. She can often be seen like leaning up and nibbling the bits of carrot along this top edge, which is really cute. And then one more thing to mention is the fleece. It is a large size fleece from Primark, which I hadn't actually seen these large sizes before, so maybe they're new. If you've got a big cage and you want a fleece to cover it all, then try Primark. They probably have some other variations, colour variations and such. But yeah, it's nice colour. I really like the stars. I think it contrasts nicely with the pink and the other bright colours in their cage, and just looks nice. Oh, Sprite's going upstairs. You going in your carrot cottage? Are you going to do that thing where you nibble the carrot off the top? What's this? You gonna look? Hey? I'll try and get a bit off for you, but it's fairly stuck on. Hey? Come on. Oh, here we go. There's a good piggy. And none of the others know that all this dried carrot is up there. Only Sprite has discovered it. Haven't you? You good girl. Oh, what are you doing? Silly. Yeah, ow, fingernail. Silly piggy. Are you? No, don't nibble. I smell of carrot now, don't I? Do I smell? You smell. Oh, here she goes again. Oh, I'm getting some of the hay off. On the inside of the cottage, actually, the hay has been stripped off even more, so there's just bare parchment to be seen, which is quite funny. I didn't find that out until I was cleaning the cage out the other day, and was like, oh, they've totally ripped everything off here. So I'm just going to mention the contest again. That is being run by Carislittlepiggies. And she is new to YouTube. I think she's done a few contests, she's done some entries before, so she kind of wanted to give back and do a contest of her own. And she's got a really unique theme. It's How Do I Love Thee? And the prizes, she's been so generous with them. I'm only one of the prizes, and it's a custom order for £30, which is quite a lot of money, so she's been really generous. And there are some other prizes as well, so really go and check out the contest. I'd really like her to get a lot of entries and build up some more subscribers, because she has such an amazing cage set up. She's got 2 large CNC cages, she's got 4 female piggies, there's 2 little babies, although they're growing up quickly, and 2 older girls too. So please, please, please follow the link on the screen that is going to appear now to her contest video. find out the rules and everything, make sure you enter, and while you're there, please subscribe to her channel. So I think that's everything for now. Has dragged on a bit as usual. I hope you enjoyed the cage tour, and if you have any questions about anything in their cage, the upper level, anything like that, then just post a comment below. I always try and reply. Before I go, it's just a brief overview of everything in the cage. Lots of people do this and I always forget about it. So just kind of scan round and let you take everything in. There we go, and the piggies are just under there munching their hay. So again, thank you for watching, thank you for all the new subscribers, and see you in the next video. Goodbye!